Happy hump day, everybody. Give me 1 second. Let me pull my chat up. Thank you all ahead of time for being here. I hope you're all happy, healthy, wealthy, and abundant. Hey, Jeannie. Hello, hello. Mary Jane, hello. Courtney, hello. Irene, hello. Angelica, hello. LT Spiritual, hello. Nana, hello. Neon, hello. Dolphin, hello. Andresa, hello. Space Cowboy, hello. Justine, hello. Welcome. Diamond Girl, hello. Cherry, hello. Just gonna let it fill up and I'll start. And if y'all are here, please hit that like button. Appreciate it. Happy Wednesday. Clean Music Lover, hello. Alicia, hello. 7 spots left. Firebird, hello. Everybody good? Been having a good week so far? Jazz, hey hey. 6 spots. Hey Jean. Good to see you. 5 spots. 5 spots. Excuse my sniffling. The weather done changed again. Freaking bipolar Texas weather. Tay Marie, hello. And yes, baby, can be added. We have 4 spots left. And thank you, Princess, for your donation, babe. You'll go first. Alright, we still have 3 spots. Blue butterfly. And I got your donation, babe. You'll go first. Y'all are getting the rain now. We had the rain last night and yesterday. It was terrible. I love rain, but ugh. Two more spots. Two more spots. Of course, my love. And thank you, whoever just donated. I don't want to say your real name, but let me know. Carrie, thank you. You will go after Princess. Appreciate you, love. Alright, one spot left on the free list. I'll just let it fill up. Alright, Princess, what was your question, boo? What would you like to know? Got something on my face. Ours current energy. Alright, babe, let's see. Ours current energy. And yes, Jennifer, you took the last spot. Alright. Ours current energy. Okay. So, what I'm getting is like they're in a sense of like nostalgia. They're thinking about all the good times you have together, kind of holding tight to the good parts, the things that really matter the most. Um, I kind of feel them a little bit quiet, a little bit to themselves, trying to figure out whether how to be like a better man for you or just how to be like a better person in general. With the Temperance card and the Page of Swords, it's like maybe they don't know how to heal parts of themselves that have been a struggle for them along the way. And so they're looking for answers. They're like, either that or they're looking for answers about this connection. Like, why can't I let this person go? Why do I constantly think of them? Why, like all the questions. Like, I feel a little bit of an obsessive thoughts about this connection. Wanting to heal it though. Wanting to be like a better version of themselves for you. It's kind of like they want a way to move forward without possibly like the conflict that they've caused or the things that have kept them stuck and fearful. Um, so that could be like a person that's really closed off. It's kind of hard for them to accept somebody that really cares, that really loves them, and for them to have feelings too. It's like, I don't want no feelings. That shit's scary. I don't want it. But I do feel that they're thinking about breaking some things apart within themselves to become, like I said, a better version of themselves for you. I see some type of like, let's start again. Let's overcome the conflict. Let's start from ground zero, possibly like after a time of being apart, or maybe them just not showing up the way they should. I feel like an excited energy for what's to come with them. But then I have the pages, I mean, the hangman and the 10 of cups at the bottom. It's like the happily ever afters on hold until they figure out what they're going through. But hopefully that resonates. Signs I have are Aries, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Pisces. But I just see they may have been very closed off in the past. Very much like, I'm scared of this. I'm scared of having these feelings. Like, I don't know how to be different than I am, or how to open up myself, be vulnerable. I feel like they were a runner, or they have a tendency to run from things when they get serious. But that's what I got, babe. All right, Carrie, what was your question? What good things are coming in February? You're welcome, babe. All right. Oh no, we're not listening to that song. Let's see, what does February hold for Carrie? All the good things. I feel some type of like travel or movement in the month of February. Either somebody's traveling towards you, or you may make like last minute plans to travel somewhere. Could be changing locations, changing jobs, something like that. I feel a lot of movement. I feel like something has ended in your life, but it ended, even though it was like very painful for you, you're taking it. You're like, that's where my power is coming from. I'm using all of the things that I've been through to either make a difference in your life, to start some sort of like path with purpose. I see you being very much in an independent energy for now. I feel around between now and Aries season, which would be mid-March through April, something starts. There's a lot of pentacles here, so this could be like a new job, a new venture into a business, but I see that one cycle is closing and a new one is starting, and you're not taking the baggage that you had in the past. It's been balanced out. There is a King of Pentacles here, so if you're not in a relationship, if you're looking for someone, I do feel towards like Aries season, you're going to meet somebody that's on the same level as you, because you're kind of showing up as the Nine of Pentacles. Like, I know my self-worth. I'm not settling for less anymore. Been there, done it, moving, like, thank you, next, you know. And I do feel like them starting something. It feels very fresh. It feels very new. I do have Libra, Aries, Taurus, Scorpio, and Aquarius here. But it doesn't have to be those signs. And again, what's weird is I split the deck on this deck, and the Chariot and the Six of Swords was here. I split this deck, Chariot, Six of Swords. So there's definitely a lot of movement in the next few months for you. Good movement. Out of conflict, out of fear. There's a lot of majors here too, so a lot of movement. And the World has come out twice. So you've definitely completed some cycle in your life, and you're free. You're able to move about the country now. You know, you're not held back or restricted. It's a very nice energy. You said, if it's not for me, I'm out. And I think you're kind of in that energy now. Like, you're not going to entertain anything that's not about what it is you're striving for. I feel a lot of happiness coming for you. Just be patient, because I do feel like what it is that you're looking for is definitely coming your way or moving towards you. It might not necessarily be right in February, but I do feel you got like a new lease on life. You're stepping into something brand new. And like I said, it could be a job. You're leaving one job and moving towards something that's more abundant for you. And if you're dealing with any kind of court case, or if you're waiting for some kind of restoration for something that was lost, I see that coming in as well. So that's what I got for you, love. Hopefully that helps. Very beautiful energy. I feel this year is going to be really good for you. And I do feel there's some surprises in store for you as well. Because I hear hush. Like, in my mind, like, when I'm reading and I'm about to say something, all I hear is hush, hush. So, they're keeping something on the low, trying to surprise you. You're welcome, babe. All right, Jeannie. What do you need to prepare for? And the song that was playing for you, Carrie, is I'm the One, or the song is called To Be With You. It's like, I'm the one who wants to be with you. That's kind of the line that stuck out most for me. All right, Jeannie, what do you need to prepare for that's coming? I feel like somebody's coming out of the shadows, a friend, or could be more. It's a King of Cups, so they've got a lot of love for you, but they kind of feel that they've been at a distance. Um, Spirit's kind of saying when they come in, make sure to, if you are to start something with this person, make sure to build it from like a friend ground. Make sure that you build that connection, because I think maybe if this person is somebody that's either been watching you or you've had some dealings with, it almost feels like it never got off the ground. It never, there was things that happened, but there was never that firm cooperation that let's do this together, let's work together. So there's some kind of collaboration. I also feel you're going to be finding your soul tribe very soon. I feel like you're kind of like they're going to be like a moth to a flame. You're going to build some kind of strong core. And I don't necessarily feel like you need to prepare for this, especially with the Hermit. It's almost like what you're doing now as far as working on yourself, working through your shadows, standing strong in your boundaries is going to help you to see through people that aren't meant for you and the people that are. So that's what I got. All right, hello. Hold on. Yes, Soul Tribe. Everybody needs one, you know? Someone that's got you when you ain't got you, you know? Someone that can be on the outside looking in and say, hey, don't do it. Don't do it, you know? And you being there for them too helps too. All right, let's see. Messages from your great grandmother. I kind of feel that you've been in a place of like maybe down on yourself. Maybe things are not going the way that you want them to go. And your great grandmother is like, you're not alone, because you may feel alone. You may feel that you're doing it all by yourself. Even if you're surrounded by people, I feel like you're still very much to yourself. And I think your great grandmother is trying to tell you that you're being prepared for something bigger, and they're with you this whole time. And you're kind of going through the fire. If you think about a phoenix, it burns up and then it's reborn, right? So if you feel like you're under fire, just know like they're the rain. They're the ones that are going to help you to rise, or giving you the strength to rise. And I just feel like hold tight, keep your head focused on that light at the end of the tunnel. Things might be very dark right now, or not too dark, not like, oh my gosh, you're depressed, or no, I don't feel that. I feel it's kind of apathetic, like trying to do the things that you know are good for your soul, but having a hard time like enjoying it. So kind of like that, I don't want to say numb, but just bored, you know, like it's not going the way you wanted to. And she's kind of just saying like sometimes it's hard to face ourselves, and so we're made to sit there with ourselves to face the darkest parts of us. But something, you're meant for something bigger. And so whatever you're feeling like pressed right now, things are about to change. Just hang in there. I don't know. She said eagles. I don't know. Blueberries and eagles. Maybe you need to eat blueberries. Or if you see eagles, that's her showing you like she's there. Or you could be seeing a lot of eagles. Yeah, I mean, we all go through these times, and I kind of say it's God's way of putting us in time out and saying, sit there with yourself. Sit there and think about what you've done, you know? Because sometimes when we are out there, we go too far, and then we got to take a step back. All right, Mary Jane, let's see. Okay, hold on, Courtney. Let me do Mary Jane first, and then I got you. Okay, inheritance money. Is there inheritance money coming? Mary Jane. I would say yes, but I feel like it's divided. Like it's being split among maybe 3 people, or just the people that are in the family itself. Or I don't feel like you're going to get as much as what you expect, but you will get something. It's not either way, I think you'll be happy. But yeah, it'll definitely make you feel good. So I got a definite yes on this. But for some reason, I feel like maybe somebody is like trying to get a better, like trying to get more than you, or there's some kind of, like person that maybe have been trying to keep it from you. And now it's like they have to give you something. Either way, I do feel you're getting something coming towards you, yes. Oh, your ex. Okay. No, it's okay, Courtney. When it's your turn, I got you. Okay, Anastasia, hold on 1 second. I haven't received it yet. You said PayPal? I'm gonna do Courtney's just because they already posted, so give me a second. I haven't got anything through PayPal. You might want to check again. All right, Courtney. I just checked my PayPal. I don't have anything, babe. You might want to check. Crap. All right, Courtney. General guidance from your spiritual team. It didn't go through on my end, so you might want to send, or like recheck where you sent it to. All right, let me see, Courtney. General guidance. Okay. Something that you're working on, I feel, is been kind of like, maybe you've been splitting your time in between 2 parts of yourself, right? Work and then something else. And there's been kind of like this imbalance, possibly at your job. But what I'm getting is like, just keep working, keep putting in the effort towards whatever this is. And it's going to pay off in the end. I have the 8 of Pentacles, 2 of Pentacles, but I also have the 10 of Pentacles at the bottom. And if you add those up, it's the 10 of Pentacles. And then I have the Queen of Pentacles too. So something around money is going to be very good for you soon. You don't see it yet. And like I said, it could be because you're feeling like torn in between like your time or your energy levels. But whatever it is, it's going to pay off. Yeah, no, I still haven't received anything, so. Alright, Irene. Is there someone coming out of the shadows? I definitely feel there is someone. I saw Pisces, Taurus, but it's kind of like without you, they've been going through a lot of things. Like they've got a lot of burdens. And maybe they've got this grand idea that they're gonna rush in and you're gonna help them to be okay. Now this could also mean like they can't get you off their mind. It's really heavy without you, and they're gonna come in. However, they show up as the Knight of Wands, and the Knight of Wands is somebody that they have an idea of what they want to do. They just haven't really planned out how they're gonna do it. And this kind of just feels like, I don't know if there's somebody you actually want. You know, this could be just somebody that comes in and out of your life a lot. They know that they want you. They know that they care about you. But at the same time, are they able to give you what it is you deserve? It's kind of iffy. Because I do feel like they get stuck in some kind of, or they are stuck in some kind of like repetitive cycle within themselves. And this is one that'll probably keep spinning the block on you like 500 times, you know, before they get their stuff together. Angelica. You're welcome. Pisces are a fun group. I'm one, so I could say it. I could talk bad about them. I was married to one. They're wild. All right, Angelica. $17. Dark to light. Okay, so if you think about it, 17 reduces to 8 in numerology. And to me, an 8 is an infinity sign, just straightforward, right? So there's something that's happening like on your destined path from what I can feel that what it's saying is like dark to light. So maybe you're stepping into more of a light era. Maybe you were kind of in the dark on something. Maybe something's coming to light. I do think it has to do with possibly somebody that took something from you. And maybe you're not aware of it, or you haven't kind of seen it clearly. But I do feel like you're going to see it for what it is. Like somebody was not treating you right, doing you right. So I feel like some kind of answers are coming. Whatever was done in the dark is about to come to light. But it's all part of like your destined path, or even somebody that's a part of your destined path. But Neptune either has gone direct or is about to go direct. So a lot of the illusions we've kind of been living in are starting to dissolve and come to truth. Good night, Irene. All right, LT Spiritual. And somebody just donated. Hold on. Anastasia. All right, babe. Let me do... I got it. All right, let me do Let me do LT Spiritual real quick because they already posted, and then I got you, Anastasia. So get your question ready, and I'll get you next. And thank you for your donation. General new love. What's coming towards you? Okay, so I feel there is an opportunity coming towards you, or there is a person that's coming towards you. And this, I know you say new love, but this kind of feels like an old love. Now, when I say old love, this could be like a past life love. This could be something, whatever. It kind of feels like they call you wifey. They may have gone through some kind of transformation. This could also mean you've had to let go of a lot of things and you've transformed yourself. It feels fresh. It feels new, even though it might be from somebody old. And if not from this lifetime, then definitely there's some kind of cross stars here. All right, Anastasia. What is your question, boo? Put my phone in there upside down. Oh, I got your question. I got your question. All right. I'll come for you. I'm sorry I made you repost. I just saw that you posted it already. Okay, I do feel like you're going to move past the conflict you're in with him. I do feel some happy outcome, or at least things coming together to be resolved so far. Let's see. I'm hearing like final decision has been made. Okay. Okay. The outcome looks really good. Now, when that outcome happens, couldn't tell you. I feel like this person has been through a lot of things. They carry a lot of resentment. They carry a lot of pain within them. And it's made them kind of inconsistent. It's made them not even show up for themselves. Either they're going through like a dark night of the soul, or they will be pretty soon. And it's necessary because they've got to chip away all of the things that keep them bound to certain cycles, certain habits, always feeling like the shoe is going to drop. With the Ace of Pentacles and the Emperor, it shows they're going to come out of it okay. They're going to come out of it better than they went into it. Everything in the end looks good. For them at least. Now, let's see what happens after that, because they're not really showing me a lot of love. They're just showing me like what's got to happen in order for this to happen. Ace of Pentacles to me is just like the sun. It's the happiest card in the deck, basically. It's shining light, it's warmth, it's security, it's something solid and able to be planted. Yeah, that death and rebirth. They have to go through that first though, because I think their ego has been running the show for a while. And I think that's why it's telling me like the decision has already been made for what's to come. Um, and I don't know if that's like a soul contract I'm reading into as far as them before they came saying, I have to go through this in order to have the one that I want to be with. And it all kind of lines up that way. Yeah, it definitely looks like they're going to be able to move freely towards you once this all works out. So in the end, I at least see a happy new beginning. I don't know where that leads or where it goes or where it ends up. I just see them freeing themselves and ready to make the decision to go after you, because I feel like they've been back and forth with the decision of like how far we're going to take it, where we're going to go, that type of thing. Oh, you just met. It I don't feel it's conflict. It's a conflict within them, not like between you and them. This is something that they're going through, or they have been going through it before they met you. But I feel like if you just met this person, the end result is good. I just don't know if they're quite there yet. They might be in the middle of it. Um, because they're just showing me like things back and forth. Tower, Death card. It feels like the Ten of Wands. They've been going through a lot. Now, maybe this is previous to you and they're ready for something new, but I still don't feel like it's totally completed yet or when it's going to be completed. Again, I got the Tower at the bottom and the Moon. So I think it would work out with you and them, and it's a good opportunity, but I would say be patient with this person because I don't think like they're going to be able to show up 100% yet. If that makes any sense. Okay, somebody did donate for 2 on PayPal. Is that you, Quickba? Because the Ace of Pentacles and the Sun looks like the end result is good. It's just, like I said, you might have to wait for this person to fully become that good man, the Emperor. There might be things y'all have to go through together if you do decide to be with this person. All right, quick bah. Quick bah. Okay, what's coming between you and Anthony? Okay, I definitely see movement here. This person tells me, like, you're beautiful. They're totally attracted to you. there could have been some kind of distance or some uncertainty in the past, but it looks like you can work through it. Like there's some kind of momentum trying to work through possibly some misunderstandings or the unseen, basically. Um, this person does have feelings for you. Um, so if you two aren't talking, I feel like they're gonna come in and like start the conversation, get things started again. This moon card came out twice. And I do feel like there's some things that you don't know about this person or haven't or haven't quite understood about them. They could be secrets, it could be things that maybe if you two were together, they when it got close to them having to expose these things, they went elsewhere possibly. They got scared to be vulnerable. I do feel like they do run from things that they run from things that cause them to get in their feelings or get too deep. Like they don't want to get deep. But I do see some movement forward. So I don't really know. They're saying it's workable. It's just this person needs to be more open and vulnerable with you. There's some things that need to be discussed because I don't feel like they've moved in the best of ways when it came to you in the past. Or if it's a new thing, maybe they just haven't been like the best man in the past and they're not sure how to do it, but they'll try. You know, end result, I don't know. I just know this person is very attracted to you. There's feelings here, and they do think very highly of you. And they're like, okay, I don't know where this is gonna go, but let's try. And thank you, Crow's Nest. You'll be after my second question for QuickBuh. And thank you, thank you. I mean, honestly, the outcome kind of shows up vague for me because unless this person is willing to let all of the things that have happened between you and them go, or all of the things that have happened between them and other people go, because I do feel there's still some unresolved issues under the surface that they try to hide really well. But it comes out in arguments, it comes out as triggers, it comes out as like in the wrong ways. And I think over time it's workable, but I would just be careful that this person um is what you need and like their actions are matching their words because there's something here that's still very much unseen, you know, and probably toxic, but they're gonna keep trying from what I can see because you're worth it. But I do feel a lot of y'all's arguments stem from things that they haven't resolved yet. But all right, babe, what is your second question? Just a general. 2026. kind of feel like you have a choice in 2026 of like which way you want to go. I kind of feel that something needs to end. And I'm not saying it's the connection you're in now, or this could be something within yourself that I feel like this year you're going to get very clear as to what you deserve, what you want. And there might even be a choice that needs to be made between possibly the person you're with and somebody that shows up. Because I feel like the person that shows up, or the person that's coming towards you, is going to show you what it's like for somebody to actually put in the effort to make you feel like a woman, to make you feel like the best version of yourself. Now, I know you're in a relationship or you're with somebody, at least in and out with them. But I do feel like there's a choice coming your way in 2026. Okay. I kind of think this year you're really going to get clear as to, when I say what you want, sometimes we want things from our ego. Our ego says, oh, we want the most attractive. We want it to look good. We want it to smell good. We want it to, surface stuff. I think you're going to get to the point to where the surface stuff just doesn't do it for you. And you're tired of like dealing with the weight that carries. I see you looking to something better, like humbling yourself and looking at things from like what's good for you, not what's good for others. Because I feel like you've been giving a lot to a lot of people. You're a good person, like you love to give. Maybe you've been over giving, but I kind of feel like the main thing they're telling me is like you're gonna get the love that you deserve, but you've got to be in the place to where you realize that you deserve it. And you're not going to deal with somebody that's not open, honest, And you're not just going to deal with people because they fill a space or they're attractive or they smell good, they got a six-pack, whatever, superficial things. I feel like you felt kind of stuck in a loop of like, no matter what you do, it keeps ending up the same way. I think you're about to break out of that. I see you making better choices in 2026. And even if it's not about love, it's about what you want to do, where you want to go. I see you standing very strong, building something for yourself, possibly changing the jobs, locations. I feel a sense of balance being restored into your life. Yeah, it looks very good. So it gave me chills, honestly. And it's kind of rare when I get chills or tears, but I feel like it's going to be a really good year. And you're standing very strong as the Empress. And you're not going to really let anything hold you back anymore. I feel like maybe you have. Because especially since your reading started off with the Death card, you're like, what was before is gone. I'm not going to be that person anymore. I'm going to do better by me. And who cares if people don't like it? It's not them, And thank you, Lilima, for your 4 donations, babe. You'll go after Crow's Nest. And I think I'm going to close the donations after Lilima. Alright, Crow's Nest, your turn. And thank you again, Quickba. Okay, what will happen if you pursue acting? We've got an actress in the house. Let's see. I think you'll move very quickly. Almost like if you do start to like audition or something, or start to put yourself out there, it'll go very fast. I see a lot of movement here. And then, thank you. What the heck? I'm gonna go ahead and let you go after Lilima, but after that, no more. And it's funny, Crow's Nest, because the first card that came out was the Star. You're meant to be seen. You're meant to do this. But I think fear has kind of kept you from seeing yourself in that light. Yeah, it looks like your fear has never pushed you. But you're meant to be seen. But I feel like you doubted it. You've let the fear or what other people have said to you keep you from pursuing it. I think it's something you love. I think it's something that really will make you feel good. Maybe this is something you were meant to do. I definitely feel you were meant to be seen. But you're going to have to put those doubts aside because, you know, I think what it's saying is like, in that industry, there's a lot of toxicity. And so you have to come in and dispel that, right? Don't let it go to your head, but also don't let it break you down either, because I guess, you know, it can mess with your self-esteem. But with the Star and the Sun, like, this is something that would make you very happy, no matter where it goes. Even if you're just seen like in one place, I feel like you were meant to do it, or it's just something that your soul will be happy for. And I think you're strong enough to overcome, like, you know, the normal like judgment and whatever. Again, I got the Star and the Temperance. You're aligning with your star, your purpose, what you're meant to do. I think you're meant to do this. And I think your guides are guiding you to do this for some reason. And it could just be where you end up, right? Or it could just be taking a leap and not letting your past hold you back, not letting your fears hold you back, not letting anything from before. Like, you've been through enough to where you can emulate, or is that right? Emulate characters. Judgment. Like, you've got that fire within you. And I think it's going to set you free. Honestly, from whatever's been... I really just think it's your overthinking. Because I think you're really meant to do this with the Two of Cups. You just got to stay strong. And you're strong enough. And the Sun again. The King of Cups again. Now, you know, sometimes in life, we get pushed in different directions. And the directions may not end up where you think they're going to end up, but it could be you meet the love of your life through doing this. Or, you know, I don't know. I just feel like this is part of your destiny and you need to be seen. That's really cool. I like it. All right. right. So, what is your second question? General and for the immediate future. And you're a beautiful woman. Like, you're beautiful. So, you already got that going for you. All right. It's coming for you. General immediate future. Okay. I feel like somebody that missed their opportunity with you is about to show back up. Because they realize there ain't nothing better out there than you. I don't think you want it though. I think you've moved past this. I think with the distance or the separation between the two of you, you've really realized like you're better off without them. Like, you know, there's something better out there for you. Because I see you stepping into a whole new season of your life. Again, that Ten of Swords is done. Like, you're done. And then the world shows up. It's like, not only are you done, you're about to get rewarded for it. You know, you're about to move into a whole new timeline because of what it's come through. Now, this could also mean somebody is feeling the fact that you're moving on without them. And they're like, no, come back. Trying to pull you back in. But I think you've got your eye on a different outcome now. Yeah, you took your power back. Maybe they were somebody that your trauma attracted you to, or something about them felt right at that time because of what you were going through, but they never treated you correct. They manipulated you. They probably made you feel bad about yourself too. And I kind of feel, and I hate to say this, like, sometimes this feels like you're the winner in the situation, right? You're meant to be seen. Six of Wands. Like, you got bigger and better things to worry about than them. And being able to finally close that chapter, you're like, bet. As much as, like, I'm sure you don't want to hurt this person, you just are done with it. And it feels like this is like the final closure to this. It's like, I'm letting it go. We're done. If you're mad, stay mad. If you're sad, stay mad. I'm sorry for hurting your feelings, but I'm over it. Because you got an emperor coming for you. You don't need the dusty, musty, whatever that was anymore. Bigger and better. Four of Wands. High Priestess. Like, you know it. You know it's coming towards you. You know it's coming towards you. And that ain't it. And it could be like during the retrograde. That they circle back around. And this is your time to be like, don't come back this way anymore. Yeah, you're like, I'm done. And that devil is like, please come back. I don't know if you can see it. No, probably not. It's too dark. But they're like, please come drown in this tar pit with me. And you're like, no, I'm good. I'm good on that. Like, I don't need that anymore. But I do feel like Aries season is going to be significant for you. I think that'll be around the time that you start out on this new star adventure. And I do see an Emperor headed your way. Lots of major arcana. So stars are aligning for you, boo. What you've been wanting is wanting you too. Alright, Lilima, it's your turn. I'm at the point I'm refusing everybody. The past, the present, the future. No, I'm just kidding. But definitely refusing the past. I'm not going back anymore. I can understand. Alright, Lilima. What is your question? Lilima. She disappeared on us again. Your seniors. Misha's energy towards you. The devil. Three of Wands. Hold on, let me clarify this real quick. The devil came out twice, but I'm not quite understanding it. The way that I'm seeing it's like it's almost they're fearful of losing you to another opportunity. Because I do feel like you show up, you do your job, people recognize you, you're moving up, but it's almost like they're fearful that you have other options or that you are going to go and do your own thing. They see success in your future and maybe they're fearful they can't offer you as much as you deserve. Something like that. Either that or there's kind of a jealous energy of just how good you are at what you do and the things that you're able to go towards in your life. But I don't really see it that way. It seems more of like they're fearful of what your future plans are. Because they really like you. You're like a wish fulfillment for them. But at the same time, it's like, I don't know if we can offer them what they deserve, kind of thing. I hope that makes sense. It shows me the devil and the three of wands over and over again. Like, they're scared of where you're going. And now if this is somebody that is a little jealous, maybe they're scared you're going to take their place, kind of thing. The free list is closed, babe. Sorry, Teresa. You're gonna have to catch me on Friday or Sunday. All lists are closed, actually. Maybe that's what that devil was like her being scared of you leaving. Because maybe she thinks you're going to go out there and find something better. Alright, let's see. So you want to know if this is like something they normally do or why she asked for it? Okay. I kind of feel like maybe this has happened before where people take like leaves and they don't end up coming back because they go and look for another job. So even though you tell them like why you're going and where you're, whatever, maybe they have a policy as far as like if you're going to be off more than a day or two, then it has to be submitted. Um, so they can show proof that this is why you were off and you have proof as to I was approved these days to be here, there, whatever. Um, and so they can adjust like the workload or whatever it is during the time that you're off. It just kind of feels like a lot of people, or there have been people in the past that ask for a certain amount of time off and they just end up like using up the time that they've accrued as far as like paid time off, and then they leave or they find something better. I think they just, it's like they didn't want to give you the time off for some reason. It just kind of feels like they don't want to have extra work. Or it's a lot of extra work to have to, I guess, fill in the spot. And there's that devil in the Five of Wands. It's like, for some reason, they're conflicted about letting you off, which shouldn't be the case, right? They should be like, okay, well, you've earned this time. You need to have time for yourself to fill yourself back up. But for them, it's like, I don't want her to go because it it works better when they're here. I don't want them to find another option. And I think it's like a fear-based thing. Like I'm telling you, I really think in the past somebody has said that they were doing something and they ended up going and looking for another job and like ended up leaving. But the devil keeps showing up around this person in the way that they move towards you, and I'm not sure why. It's like they're scared of losing you. They're scared of like where you're headed in the future. That's weird. But I would want it done by email personally, so that way when you take off and she, let's say that she's got to do all this stuff to like schedule people or to like rearrange the schedule, whatever it is, around those dates. When you don't show up and she doesn't do her job, then you've got proof that, hey, I asked and I got it, like approved beforehand or whatever. Because it's always good to have some kind of like proof on your end. So that way they don't say, well, you never told me, you never asked me to be off. Or maybe something happened like that before where she didn't do her job and then it caused a bunch of problems because she didn't schedule it right. Or maybe that's something that recently she's had to do for herself. I don't know. But she did feel a little triggered, and I'm not sure why she's so triggered, but she's definitely triggered. But yeah, like Jean said, everything has to be in writing nowadays because people will sue you over all kinds of shit, and who knows. All right, what's your third question? That's energy. That's your coworker, right? The female coworker. Yeah. I'm trying to make sure if that's the female coworker. Let's see. No, that's the safest way to do it. Okay. So, anyways, with this person, it kind of feels like they're trying to think better about you or trying to be nicer to you. But I think they're doing it because maybe somebody's been watching them and they've noticed kind of like their energy changing when you're around. And this feels like a man, like an authority man. And this could be like they're trying to look good for this person because maybe this person respects you a lot. Um, It's like they're trying to think better. They're trying to be nicer. And even if they're not, because I feel like they are nice. I feel like they're just jealous. You know what I mean? Like, I think they're kind of like that fake nice, because you intimidate them, you look better than them, you're more accomplished than them. And maybe they've noticed for themselves, like, damn, you know, I've been acting weird. But for some reason, it looks like you really bother this person, because they feel they don't get the attention, or they don't get the recognition the way you do. Like, everything's hard for them. I feel like they're in this like pity mindset, this victim mindset, I guess you can say. But I don't feel like the niceness is gonna last. It's just, it's hard for them to be nice to you. And you bother them. 7 of Swords, 9 of Swords, 10 of Wands. Like, the fact that you exist bothers them. But yeah, it's like she's trying, because she recognizes it within herself, or somebody said something to her, and she's trying to like show that she's not that way. But that's really hard for her, because like I said, I think she's like victim mentality. Like, she's jealous. Like, why is it so easy for you? Maybe she has a crush on some guy in the facility too, and he's giving you attention, and it just makes her so angry. So I don't know. Maybe she thinks you're gonna take her man. The man that's not her man. It's just weird. People are so strange sometimes. It's like having to fight yourself to be nice. Like, why? Why is it that hard? Just be a good person. Hey, Jason. All right, but what's your next question? Ari, you didn't make the list because Jennifer came right before you. Why did Nisha get triggered? Or what is the reason the devil energy keeps coming up? Ari, you made it right after Jennifer, and she was the last one. Alright, let's see. What is this? What is the deal with this devil energy? Why does it keep coming up with this person? I don't know. I think this person just over stresses, over worries. It's almost like they think that the worst is gonna happen. like with everything. And I don't think it's just with you. I think this person is just like OCD or something. Like if things change or things don't go like the way that they're supposed to go, she gets like worried and stressed and oh my gosh this and oh my gosh that, and it just feels like she panics. And that's where that devil comes in. It's like it's it's not like she thinks toxic of you, or she's not trying to be toxic towards you. This is just a person that's kind of like a little bit of a stress mess, just always worried, and like anything changes, she trips out. Because I don't think this person like has any negative ill will towards you at all. Like, because like I told you, she showed you up like you're good, but there's something about her. I just feel like she stresses too much, and maybe that was the stress, is that you're gonna find some other job, and then oh my gosh, what's gonna happen, and then like she thinks of all the worst case scenarios and things. On the surface, she seems calm and everything's okay. But there's some kind of like order that if it's disrupted, it disrupts her whole life. She stresses and worries. Yeah, the devil again with the Eight of Pentacles. Like she really likes you, but when it comes to work, she just stresses. And it could be like she has a lot of responsibilities. Maybe she messed up in the past and things really got screwed up when somebody left. I don't know. But I do feel that she kind of went into a spin. Like, I get like an OCD, like anxiousness. Like things have to go according to this. And when it changes, it's like, oh shit, the world's coming to an end. Everything's gonna end. They're gonna leave. It's kind of weird. And that could be it too, is like she doesn't want you to ask all the time. But I don't really get that. I get it more of like she's a control freak. And if it's not in her control, then she thinks of like the worst case scenario. Because like you asking like gave her a tower, like a total tower. Just what you need, how much time you need, what are like she started spinning. All right, what the heck? Yeah, it kind of feels like that for her too. It drives her nuts. I've been in those positions too. It didn't bother me any, but unless it became a habit, because I remember these girls will wait till Friday to get those 3-day weekends, or they would take off Monday all the time, and you'd have to tell them like, wait, no, let somebody else take off this Friday. It is stressful. What the heck? Where are you at? Okay. Alright, why haven't you heard from this person? I keep seeing like unforeseen circumstances, like something happened and they don't want to talk about it. I got 4 major arcanas out of 5. I'm gonna figure it out. Hold on. Okay. They felt a connection with you that's beyond possibly anything they've ever felt before. The chemistry between y'all is fucking amazing. Now, this person didn't come into this without some kind of baggage. They've been through shit. I think they have a huge abandonment wound, especially from their parts of their family, possibly their mom, their dad. And I think it doesn't have anything to do with you, the reason why they're not contacting you. I think they, especially with the escaping card, it's like they run from their shadows. They run from the abandonment wound. And something about your connection, because, I don't know, you show up like a light, right? And if people hold shadows and you put the light on a shadow, it dispels the shadow and makes them look at it. Maybe you're like a mirror to their shadow. And so they start to spin out of control. And so the only thing they know to do is to run. They will find an excuse to run. They will look for a reason. And I think possibly their family, something happened within their family, and they're like, okay, well, that's too much. I've got to go. They'll be back. Just give them a little bit of time, and it has nothing to do with you. In their eyes, you are amazing, and the connection is amazing. The chemistry is amazing, but it's a little too much for them right now because they're still kind of dealing with the wound that tells them if you get too deep, things will happen. If you're vulnerable, it's all going to fall apart. They see possibilities for this in the future, though. So whatever happened, I don't know exactly what it is, whatever. They'll be back, and I do feel like there'll be a commitment between the two of you. Just give them some time. I just saw it was like unexpected circumstances, and it didn't look good, and it didn't look like something they wanted to talk about. But I do feel that, like I said, it has nothing to do with you, and they will be back. Just be patient with them, because this connection would probably be a lot for most people. And I'm sure it's teaching you something as well, especially since you said them not, it maybe you've been in a chaser and they've been in a runner, you know, and so the chaser always gets insecure and like wants, you know, craves for them to reach back out, and it's like a back and forth. But they'll definitely be back. All right. back to the free listers. Free listers, wake up. Yes, baby, you got to stay grounded. Like, never let a man or a woman make you feel like your world is over without them. Because some people are lessons, some are blessings, and we just gotta roll. And if he's a lesson, enjoy the lesson until you learned it, you know? It's not that serious. Love is love, and it will not just disappear if it's still there. Alright, so Nana Banana. I think things are gonna start to move very quickly in this connection. The energy looks like they want to build something. They want to bring this together. They want to move in. They want to get married. All these things. Maybe they'll offer to, like, let's be committed. Let's be more serious. Let's make things official. That's kind of the way it feels. It feels they have a plan. Now, this could mean like they have planned a date or planned something they're excited about. But for now, it looks good. So just enjoy it. The month of love, huh? It's a good month for them to be that way. Alright, so Neon. What messages could come of this currently doing fasting? I feel like something clicks. Maybe right during this time. I do automatic writing where it's basically whatever comes in your mind, you write it. You don't have to make it make sense, right? You just, whatever thought pops in your head, write it down. Then let the other thought pop in, write it down. And sometimes messages come that way. I think this is going to restore energy. It's going to bring the mind, the body, and the soul back together. I feel like a triangle thing, like it's connecting through this. It's kind of like separating yourself from what the 3D says. Like, you've got to eat, you got to sleep, you got to do all these things for the body or for the 3D. But what do you do to take care of the soul and the spirit? This is something to say, I trust that I'm going to be okay if I don't eat, if I don't drink, whatever. And I feel like it's good. It's good for you. So I would write down during this time, like, thoughts that come to your head, because I feel like some kind of an inspiration is going to come through this. And it could come through you writing, maybe even automatic writing. I do feel like a sense of clarity and clearing of some kind of self-deception too. And that self-deception could be the fact of, I've got to eat 3 times a day. I got to follow this freaking pyramid where I eat bread and cheese and whatever. Water and black coffee. Yeah, when I fast, I do water and tea. All right. Dolphin. How will February go for you? I feel like you're receiving some kind of communication for a new start in something. So this could be a relationship that you were in before, and there's been some kind of distance, and it starts back up, or you're getting like asked on a date that ends up being really good for you. Because I have the King of Swords, the World, and the Lovers. So a new start in something, but it kind of feels like a past person, honestly. And the song Love Takes Time is playing, so remember that. Love takes time. Of course, Neon, anytime. It's what I'm here for. Thank you for being here. Andressa. All right. I feel like this person on the surface is very intelligent. They could be in the military or just some kind of like authority figure. On the surface, they seem very cold, like serious, but they've got like a real soft side for you. Um, they give you what you need in all areas. But I also think you are very intelligent yourself, so you respect the fact that they are very smart. But they also have like a sweet side. Like they're romantic. They're not like a cold, all the time type of energy. They can be both. There's a good balance there. Space Cowboy. My thing is, if it's meant to be forever, it'll be forever. But I think every relationship, whether it be the future mystery spouse or the next partner or whatever, we've got to know that everything's exciting at first, right? Everything seems like it's wonderful, it's grand, whatever. It's after 7 years or 5 years of being together, things do get boring. But you've got to remember that even though things aren't as exciting as they used to be, you have to keep investing into that person. right? You can't just, well, I'm bored, and then just go a different way, whatever. Or don't give them attention, or don't even try anymore. It's like you've got, every relationship takes work. And you've got to be willing to accept the good and the bad. Because that's basically what it is. It's a partnership. I'm here for you when it's bad, and you're here for me when it's bad. And together, we'll figure it out. But if you get into that place of, I don't want to work on this anymore, that's when things will, you know, end. I don't necessarily feel like that's gonna happen. You've just got to, if you want forever, you've got to be willing to invest into forever. And so does your partner. And you've got to make sure that you choose somebody that it's not just, I'm there for you in the good times and not in the bad, you know? Because this is for better or for worse, my love. For better or for worse. And that's the problem with most relationships. People get bored. They get used to something being the same thing over and over and over. And they're not willing to do anything to make it different. So, all right, Justine. The one thing, Space Cowboy, is people will say things, you know, and for me, if it's a forever person, there will be no split. But energy changes so fluidly that, yeah, it could end. It could, right? But you got to know that you're man enough to keep that from happening. You're going to put in the work, you know? So don't let somebody else determine your future. It's your choice. You know, like if you get into a relationship, you stay in that damn relationship and you give everything to it. And you pick a partner that's doing it. And yeah, sometimes things do fall apart, but I don't think that's your forever person. Because forever means forever. It doesn't mean like, oh, we're going to be together for 10 years and then break up. That was karmic. So don't let the fear overcome your like trigger you. And you've got to make sure when you get into this relationship that you've overcome those parts of yourself that are terrified. Because you've got to know things come and they go in this life. That's just what it is. Whether it be by death, separation, loss, whatever. But it's your choice to be scared. Don't be scared. It's okay. You're gonna be fine. All right. Anyways, don't be sorry for anything, boo. Like you just gotta work through it. And you're not dumping your trauma on me. You're gonna be fine. Somebody is gonna love you for who you are. But start by loving yourself for who you are. Know you're worthy of somebody that will love you, you know? And that's where the trick is finding that self-love that you're fine whether they choose you or they don't. Anyways, okay, Diamond Girl. I love you, Space Cowboy. It's gonna be alright. And never apologize because I appreciate you being vulnerable and feeling comfortable enough to tell me those things. All right, I'm going to go. Justine, divine guidance and love. Okay. This is kind of what I was telling Space Cowboy. Things will change when you change them because change starts with us, right? be the version of yourself that you would want a reflection of, right? So if you want somebody that shows up, if you want somebody that loves unconditionally, if you want somebody that does these things, right? Make a list. Make sure that you're able to provide that as well. I mean, there are some things that you won't be able to provide that other people, whatever. But I think you've dimmed your light for a long time and got caught in the cycle of, they're not everything I want, but I'm going to settle for it anyways, because you were fearful of going after somebody that really had something to offer. And Spirit's kind of saying, this is your new era. This is your new world. Don't be scared of it. You've got this. Like, make sure that and if you are that person that you would want a partner to reflect, then you're already 10 steps ahead. I just feel like you're kind of aligning in between this new world and kind of like hesitant to jump off the cliff a little bit. So, yeah, don't let your fear keep you from going after what it is you deserve, and then not going after what you don't deserve. Because sometimes you're like, well, shit, it's a warm body, But you're getting there, boo. You're aligning with it. Because if you're going to show up as the Empress, you're going to attract an Emperor. Alright. Diamond Girl. General. There's something trying to come in, but you're overthinking it. It's almost like you're right where you should be, but you're overthinking it too much. Like you're kind of throwing the flow off. Because I see you trying to stand very strong in the Nine of Cups. Like, I'm beautiful, I'm worthy, I'm abundant, what I want wants me too. But then the next minute, you're like, I'm stupid, I'm this, like, it feels very back and forth. And there's something that's trying to get to you, but it can't because you're not staying on the same vibration, like, all the time. I think if you could just breathe and surrender and try to get a hold of that brain of yours, because I'm sure your brain, you're very smart, you're very intelligent, but it's running at like high speed, and this person is like, this thing, whether it be a person or an opportunity, is like trying to get to you, but you're not open for it yet. You're very like, I don't know. Are you a control freak? That's kind of the way I feel like. If you're not in control, it scares you. Alright, Cherry. Let me rearrange myself. Me again in these big old baggy sweatpants. This chair gets very uncomfortable. All right, Cherry. This feels to me something's coming out of the dark. Like there's either something's coming to light or someone is just rushing forward towards you. And this feels like a past person. Someone that you said, okay, it's over, it's done with. There was just too much. I couldn't see this going anywhere. So I see messages going back and forth with you and possibly a Scorpio or a Pisces. Alright, clean music lover. Man, the weather kills me too. I feel you. Let's see if it'll show. Hold on. I kind of feel like they're going to see inflammation or like some sort of like, what is it called? Like worn discs, especially around the spine. I think whatever they tell you, it's going to help to at least give you, like, at least I know it's wrong, right? Now, what happens after, I don't know, because there's not a whole lot they can do besides pump medication into you. I don't think they're going to see everything that you're feeling, because a lot of times they only pick up on specific things. But I do feel there's some kind of, like, inflammation, so it could be arthritis and some, like, shortened discs. Something about the spine is showing up. But either way, I think it's going to give you a sense of relief. Ibuprofen. There might be like some kind of surgery intervention. One thing I'm going to say though is don't get steroid shots. Don't do it. I had like 20 of them in my back. And I don't think it really helped very much. I mean, it helped for a minute, but it seemed to be worse after. Anyways, that's not any kind of diagnosis or whatever. I hope it goes well though. Yeah, degeneration. All right, Alicia. Okay. I definitely feel there's a possibility here, but it's going to be like a very slow moving thing. Um, I feel like you'll get your wish on this, but it just feels very like slow moving. So it's like in the distant future, maybe. It's not like it's gonna happen tomorrow or the next day. It feels future oriented, and a lot of effort and time, and which is good. Slow and steady wins the race. Remember that. You want the turtle, not the rabbit. You're welcome, babe. Firebird. All right, Jazz. Is A at workplace trying to be friendly these days? Is he trying to be friendlier nowadays? Let's see. I feel this person is just very, like, serious. They're very guarded. I don't think it had anything to do with you. I think over time they've built, like, some sort of, like, friendliness towards you, yes. But they're the type that they take a while to, like, get past their rough exterior. It's not that they had a problem with you. I think it's more of just how they are. They're very serious. And they're very guarded. And that could just be because, you know, they've been hurt before. And they're kind of like, I'm here to do my job. I'm going to do my job. But I think over time you have kind of brought out a friendlier side to them. Tay Marie. I know. I'm so glad you're here. Hey, you can come whenever. Come whenever you can. It's always good to have you. Finances for February. Let's see, Tay Marie. I feel some kind of relief coming. I think the beginning of the month is definitely going to be like, oh shit, I've got to take care of this, and this. And so you might feel like, oh, it's not going the way I wanted it to. But I think there's a relief that happens a little bit later on, like you figure it out, or you, after everything's paid, you're like, okay, I'm good. I feel like a sense of relief. Spirit's kind of saying, like, maybe be careful of what you're spending your money on. Start watching it more closely. I know they got, like, apps for it, but I think it's, like, something, maybe you're spending too much on food or delivery or something like that. Be careful of that. Maybe meal prep, or find other ways to not spend so much on certain things. Be like old girl and fast. I don't know. Like a week of fasting. That'll save you some money right there. And I'm not telling you to fast, girl. I was just joking. Because if something were to happen and I was the one who told you, like, I would hate that. But oh, okay. Well, maybe that's where the relief comes in. Because I do feel a little bit later, maybe towards like mid end of the month after like 3 weeks. Princess. Don't worry, the money's gonna come. It'll all work out. Don't get stressed. I don't think Princess is here. Blue butterfly. Oh, that's good. Okay, what are AH's current feelings and intentions? The song that started playing was Tangled Up. I think the intentions are good. There's this friendliness of like I want to work on this. I want things to be really good between us. They could be making some kind of effort to try to make things better, or like surprising you, building things. 3 of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles, to me that's like friends with that end up being lovers, or a partnership that is solid. So I think their intentions are good. And their feelings are great. So I think it's good. They're like, I'm all about it right now. But they showed up as the Page of Wands, so their intentions are okay. Now their follow through is what you need to make sure they're on top of. All right, Carrie. You're welcome, boo. Ryan Kinder? Ryan Kinder. It's called Tangled Up. Jennifer. Gotta pop my bones. Alright, Jean. It's on you, babe. And thank y'all for being here. Appreciate each and every one of you. Save the best for last. Where you at, boo? Where you at? You messaged him last night? Alright, let's see. Feelings. It was my shoulder. I can't get my back to do it though. It just drives me crazy. You know what's playing right now, Jean? It's the first song that I channeled. Like, literally, it played in my mind. I didn't even know this song. I never listened to it before. It's Your Love. I think it's by Tim McGraw and his girl or something. What it just basically says is, like, your magic does something to me. It sends the shock right through me. And you might want to listen to the song. But that's kind of what this shows me is, like, your love sends a shock right through them. And if you wonder about the spell I'm under, it's your love. And I know it's not about, y'all aren't all lovey-dovey and in love and stuff, but with the Star, the 3 of Swords, and the Sun, you heal his pain, but you also illuminate it. So he may be struggling to like healing those parts, you know, like there's a balance here. And it feels good. It says just listen to the song, but I do feel you give him a sense of relief, like a but it's also hard when somebody illuminates the deep parts of you that maybe you don't want to have to look at or take the time to look at. Especially this Leo moon, something about it like brought up a lot of emotions in them. But it's your love. The stars, the sun, the moons, all aligning in y'all's favor here. Yeah, I see him taking that space, but it's almost like you helped him through it. Whether y'all were like directly dealing with each other or not. The star, the three of swords, and the sun. The star, the three of swords, and the sun. I said it like right when you asked. I'm sorry, Jennifer. You missed it, boo. All right, my loves. Well, thank y'all for being here. I appreciate you very much. Thank you, mods. I will be back on Friday. All right, today's Wednesday, Friday. In sync, right? In sync. All right, y'all have a good night. If you need me before then, you know where to reach me. Hit me up in my email. I love y'all so much. And I will talk to y'all soon.